So recently, 343 released a new Inside Infinite, which is a monthly update on different parts of the Halo Infinite development cycle. They discuss all the upcoming features, they talk to each individual team about their own work, like the audio team or the graphics team and the PC team, etc. I recently did a video on this. Unfortunately, the views didn't do very well on it, so I mean, if you've got nothing better to do, help us out and go over there and give it a like as well. Be absolutely legendary. But one thing that I've noticed, along with other content creator friends out there in the world, is that the Halo community is never happy. So what is good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm wearing a Call of Duty hat because I don't have a Halo hat. If you have one you want to give me, please DM me. Thank you. But as I said in the introduction, we have got a big problem, ladies and gentlemen. And it's you. I'm not talking about you specifically, Dave. I'm just talking generally. Now hear me out on this. Since 343 have taken over the Halo franchise, all we've had are complaints from Halo fans about how it's not the same game. It's not Bungie Halo. They ruined it. Shut up. Just shut up. Okay, just shut up. The reason I'm saying this and the reason I'm coming across abrupt is because no matter which era of Halo you enjoy, whether it was the Bungie era, whether it's the 343 era, or whether it's like upcoming new games, it's still Halo. And all of you guys that aren't content creators or are content creators, aren't Halo fans or are Halo fans, constantly complaining about every little nitpicky shit is getting on my nerves and most of the community's nerves as well. Now yes, as much as I love Halo 4 personally, I love the campaign, I love the multiplayer, and I love all the features they added, the majority of fans didn't really like it because it kind of drifted away from the franchise. Fair enough, I can understand that point. But instead of being so nasty and being just a dick online to 343 Industries, why not give them constructive criticism? Like when they made Halo 5, they released a beta, everyone loved it. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Halo 5, and I have made that very clear in a lot of videos and live streams, but it doesn't mean I'm going to stand there and tell you that 343 are a terrible developer and they don't know how to make games. However, with Halo Infinite on the horizon, we're only 7 months, maybe even less at the point of you seeing this video, away from the release of this game, and they're releasing screenshots, they're releasing details about how the PC port's going to work, they're talking to us about the audio development, and a lot of people are still being nitpicky and chatting a load of shit about Halo Infinite. And I for one am sick and tired of it, okay? And I think more people need to stand up for the game developers because they are working their asses off to give us a game that has been in development for 6 years or more. And yes, okay, the graphics aren't massively next gen, but neither was Outriders, and that came out for Series X, S and PS5. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, same thing. Like, you don't hear people complaining about that, but because it's Halo, the fan base in Halo, the community that we have, we are absolutely incredible, and then a large percentage of them are dickheads. Now the point I'm trying to get across here is that 343 are having to work from home because of this shitty pandemic that none of us like as much as the other. They're having to try and reach a deadline, which they've already delayed by a year because everybody was pissed off and unhappy with how the game looked, so they've pushed it forward another year for you, and I don't think their intention of them delaying it was so that you could still shit on them a year later because it doesn't look like Battlefield. Shut up! Stop being assholes. I'm just gonna be completely blunt and honest now. I know that a lot of things that they have released has not been the greatest, like telling us that we don't have playable elites. It does suck. Yes, there's no dual wielding. That does also suck. But it doesn't mean you've got to sit there and be assholes about 343 and shit all over them and their product, because they are still working to give us a humongous game in the Halo franchise. And no one, like, there's a small percentage of people out there that know what goes into game development. And you are not taking into consideration how much fucking work these people have to put in for a game the size of Halo Infinite. The graphics are never going to be perfect, shiny Battlefield PC Ultra. Why? Because it's a fucking massive game. The game itself is a big, open, spacious world which you can explore at your own free will. And when you look at other games in that kind of genre, things like Borderlands, things like Skyrim, even Outriders, use your fucking brain. I don't understand, man. Halo Infinite is not going to look perfect. It's not going to look photogenic or whatever the fuck it's called. Photorealistic. It's not going to look photorealistic. But it's still going to look bloody good. It still looks fun. And what does it matter if a brute has facial hair or not? What does it matter if a grunt is carrying something that's a different colour to the rest of his armour? What does it matter that the texture on the assault rifle is different to the one we had in Halo Reach? Who cares? As long as the game is fun, easy to play, easy controls, runs smoothly, and is social, I don't see where the problem is. And people out there constantly harassing 343 and shitting on them on Twitter and Instagram and Reddit isn't exactly going to make them feel better about what they're making, is it? And don't hit me in the comments with they need to be told and they need to like learn and shit like that. That's just bullying. People are receiving death threats because Halo isn't what it used to be. It's not going to be what it used to be, sunshine. Let me give you that for a fucking message. Games evolve. Humans evolve. Technology evolves. The game that started it is called Combat Evolved, for fuck's sake. People that are constantly complaining about the addition of sprint, the armor abilities, the fucking custom loadouts from 2012. Games evolve and they have to try these new things out. That's how this world works. I suppose the message I'm actually trying to get across here is, for the love of Jesus, stop harassing any game developer, not just 343, but any game developer, whether it be 343 Industries, whether it be Treyarch, whether it be fucking Activision or Bungie, whatever. Don't harass them when something isn't how you expected it to be. Things change. Times change. And video games are going to change just the same. I'm just sick of seeing on social media like Twitter and Reddit and Instagram and all that, and in the comments, of people being complete assholes and slating the developer over a product they've been working their absolute asses off to give to us, the consumer, for us to then just be dicks about it. It's no. The only time that would be fair enough is if the game releases and it's a pile of trash. Different story altogether. Then you've got to make the developer aware of that. But don't be a dick about it, sending death threats, threatening their families, generally cyberbullying these developers who are having to work from home, still manage their own home life and social life, and try and get through this pandemic like every single one of us. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone. Anyway, I'm going to start rambling off on a ranting tangent in a minute. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. In fact, no, I'm not even sorry if I offended you, because if you're offended by this video, then you're one of the main problems and one of the main reasons that people like me are making this video. But in any case, that is going to wrap this video up. I'm very, very sorry this was something very different, but I am just sick and tired of seeing the gaming industry be treated like a pile of trash when it isn't. It's a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and us as the consumer need to back that up and keep feeding the machine so that we can have more games and better games. So I want to know your opinion on this matter, whether it be about Halo Infinite or other games that are coming out soon. You know, let me know in the comments what you guys think. This may be controversial, and if it is, Keemstar shoot me? I don't know. I don't really know. I'm a small YouTuber. What's anyone going to do about it? You know what I mean? But if you did enjoy it, please do leave a like. It means the world to me, and it shows me that you guys support me and my content and my channel. Please do subscribe. I'm not always an asshole. It's just sometimes you reach a breaking point. But that is it from me. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, and it has been a very emotional one this time around. But until the next video, you take care of yourselves and stay safe in this crazy world. And be nice to some game developers. Let's do that, shall we? Let's spread some positivity and think about the positive things coming in Halo Infinite and not worry about the things that you don't like personally. But until the next one, my friends, take it easy, and I'll catch you all in the next one.